Tech toys like drones and the Amazon Alexa, Amazon Echo, some of the hottest Christmas items this year. But if you were able to receive either one of these awesome gifts, you might want to listen up because your new tech toy might come with some regulations or privacy concerns that you might not know about. Here to break it all down for us is Zi Wang. Zi is the CEO of Zerion Software and joins us this morning. Thanks for coming in this morning. Appreciate it. We have some of the Amazon products here on the table. We'll get to them in a minute. But first, the drones. It seems like everybody wanted a drone or got a drone. The question is, where can we legally use drones around here?
Well, according to the FAA rules, you basically cannot fly anywhere outdoor around the DC area. We're within the 30-mile restricted airspace. So if you want to fly it outside, you have to go outside of Leesburg, outside of Frederick. So don't fly it anywhere close to D.C.
So basically, if you got a drone for Christmas and you live in D.C., you're going to have to put it in the car, you're going to have to drive to Leesburg, Frederick, somewhere that far away, and be able to legally use it. Okay, so what about even if you do have it where you can, people use these with cameras, they want to take pictures, restrictions as to what you can take pictures of?
Yeah, so, well, even outside D.C. area, right? So if you go outside of Leesburg and outside 5-mile radius of any airport, you should not take picture of, well, I call it the common sense rule, right? So you should not fly above any sports stadiums, nor national parks, not any private areas. So common sense, I mean, it's the same thing as you wouldn't use any regular camera.
Big crowds of people actually also on the list. Okay, let's talk about this device here from Amazon, because this was, Amazon even said, this was one of its #1 sellers over the holiday season. Everybody wants to have it. I still have the question, what do we use it for? What do you think, first of all, it is most used for?
Well, we have 4 of those in our house. And we use it for anything from asking for weather, news, to playing music. So I can say, play me some dinner music, and it will play. My kids love to play kids music, and over time they learn what you like, so they tend to play music you like.
So you have 4 of them. So I'm guessing that you like the product itself. We brought in some of these to show off what they look like, first of all, but also we wanted to talk about privacy concerns that come along with this, because we heard recently about the case involving police. There had been a homicide. One of these devices was in the proximity of the area. Police want Amazon now to say, hey, we want to know if this recorded any of the information that could be relevant to the case. Now, in background, at this point, Amazon has said we're not going to release that. But it made us wonder, what does this, in fact, record? Does it store everything that we're talking about?
Right. So there are 2 things here. One, what they're designed to do, right? They are not designed to record and upload all your voice all the time. So don't worry, right? They're not designed to do that. So they are only waiting for their name, right? Which I don't want to say it out loud because it will trigger everybody's device.
That's anything that's near a TV at home. If you say name of product, do something, it's going to turn everybody's TV off or something.
But yeah, they're not designed to record all the time. They're listening to their name, but after their name, they will listen to up to a minute, 60 seconds of buffering, and then that will actually get sent to. So in this case, if while they're fighting, okay, maybe the police may know, I don't know, right, that somehow it got triggered. Because they're looking for their name, but they are sometimes triggered by just random out of word. They thought they heard their name. So if they got triggered, then there's a 60-second buffer that they actually will record and upload to Amazon or Google. So there is this possibility.
So the reason behind this, if I follow correctly, for Amazon, this is artificial intelligence. And like you said, the more you use it, the more it learns about you. The way that it learns that is by sending that information back to Amazon so that it can process it and say, this is what Z likes, and he likes this kind of music around this type of day, correct? So then the question is, any of that other information, does that actually get stored anywhere else as far as what we're saying? Is that all going to a huge database somewhere, or does eventually that get filtered out?
Well, the answer is probably. The answer is probably being stored in a database somewhere in Amazon or Google and being processed. And but you can choose to delete. Now that requires a little bit of
trust. That was my final question. Can we turn it off at some point, or say stop recording what I'm saying?
So all of these devices has the mute button, so you can say, well, I don't want you to listen even for your name. Push that button,
which is right on the top.
And also you can go into the app and you can actually scroll through what it heard in the last
good to know.
day or so.
Okay.
Right, and then you can delete it. Now again, whether Amazon or Google actually delete them in their data warehouse, who knows? But again, they're not always recording. That
Gotcha.
I think that's the most important thing.
All right. And the other thing to remember is, just like you said with the drones, common sense and awareness, and know that it may, in fact, be. See, thanks for joining us this morning. We do appreciate it.